Hello everybody, thank you for watching. This is my astrological video for the month of April, and I do these videos for my Tarot channel for the general readings, so you will be able to see how the celestial sky is mirrored in the tarot cards, because what's happening in the skies is really affecting your life, and it's also affecting my tarot readings, kind of mirroring what's going on there and what's going on there for also in your lives. So I will read this astrological report for you. Mars 17, we will have the new moon in Pisces, triangling Jupiter that is moving retrograde in Scorpio since Mars 10. It's a beautiful time to dive deep into yourself and find yourself, doing some self-realization, and also find the dreams that you have for your future, what you want to happen in your life from here and from here and into the future. What is it that you're dreaming of? What is it that you want to happen? New moons are beautiful times to make these dreams, to start envisioning your dreams. But you also need to start to put effort into those dreams and start to make them happen step by step. So first you vision your dream when the new moon comes, and you also start to take the necessary steps to get to where you want to go, okay? So Mars are moving from Sagittarius to Capricorn the very same as the day as the new moon, joining Saturn and Pluto that's already there in Capricorn. Mars is also drawing energy from the square that it has to the Sun that will last to the second week of April. Capricorn will therefore be fairly bombarded with aggressive energy of change. So March 20 we have the spring equinox. That means that we will have almost equal day and night time throughout the whole world. So that is what spring equinox means. Yes, and March 31st we will have the second full blue moon for this year. We had one in January, the end of January, because it was two full moons in January, and now we have had March 2nd we had a full moon, and March 31st we are going to have a second full moon. So that's two blue moons for the year of 2018, and we are barely into, when I'm doing this today it's March 14. So yes, and yeah, the full moon, blue moon, this time will be in Libra, opposing the retrograde Mercury and of course the Sun, and squaring Mars and Saturn in Capricorn. So this will make this full moon very introvert and serious, okay? Brooding over the injustice of the world and moving even deeper within. So it's like you need to see your own your own reality, what it is that you have been fearing and dreading, and the things that you have seen, but you have tried to be like falsely optimistic about things. Why I say falsely, optimism is always like a great thing, but sometimes it can make us live in an illusion, and we don't really know ourselves. We don't really know why we are hurting so much inside. So this time it will be like a really good time to see all where you're not so darn positive, but actually rather negative, and see this clearly, not to judge yourself or to change anything, but to see what you're really thinking about things, what's really going on, what you're really dreading, what you're really fearing, and what kind of your deep beliefs about life and human nature, and how everything is woven together only to destroy for you. Okay, so the very same day as the full moon, Venus will make a walkover from Aries to Taurus, so making us all more softer and yielding, like more being able to take in more and not to rush after things, but just sit and wait for it to come to you. So it will be a big contradiction to the energies of the full moon. So we have the full moon with all these dark, serious energies, and then the Venus walk over to from Aries to Taurus, that will actually be a rather caring event, like a moment for you to start to take better care of yourself. This will help us with forgiveness and self-insight that we need after the bitter self-realization, or actually it will come in the same time. So some of you might be really like soft and happy during this full moon, and other of you will be really serious and feeling like, oh, life is over, or nothing good is going to happen anyway. And you need to go down there. So don't judge this, what's happening within you. Whatever happens within you it's fine, okay? It's totally fine. Just go with it and see what it wants to tell you, okay? So Mercury will end its retrograde and stations in early degrees of Aries. It was almost on its way back to Pisces, but it stopped just before and started to go back. It was moving together with Venus first, but then it's decided to go back and do a little retrospecting. Also, Mercury needs this often. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, so it goes very quickly around. But it may journey together with Virgo for a little while, but then it just started to moving retrograde. So it will station April 15. April 16 we will have the new moon on the cusp, Aries Taurus, in conjunction with Uranus, and of course also the Sun. It will have the energy of a stubborn ego that will either yield or self-destruct, because it has a square to Pluto in Capricorn, and Uranus is a kind of the hangman energy, but the hangman energy has two sides to it. It's hanging upside down and wanting things to be different, but it's also kind of giving up to what is, stopping with the resistance and just yielding, and that is the way to become enlightened, by stop resisting and start, like, whatever happens is fine. So that's the hangman and Uranus energy. The dreams you weave for this new moon needs to be dreams that is for the greater good of all. Give up your will to the divine will, because it's like a really crushing energy with both Uranus and Pluto, so both the hangman and death together, drawing you through this new moon. So your dreams might be like shredded, or you might feel like they are shredded, and you need to pick the pieces together so you can start all over. Saturn will station to start moving retrograde in Capricorn April 18. With its square to Mercury, communication about what's really going underneath, underneath the surface might come true. It's a moment of truth. So for those of you that have kept secrets and not really wanted to tell people why you're hurting or why you feel like this, or you might start to want to tell this to someone. You might also be meeting people that is going to reveal their serious truth for you, like how they have been hurting. And it's a beautiful way that we can heal, because if we don't do this, we don't realize where we are in pain. We don't realize that there's a door out from here either. So okay. Sun moves from Aries to Taurus April 20, and April 23rd Mars will conjunct with Pluto, so they will be very tight, close together. And Pluto this day will start moving retrograde in Capricorn, so walking in the valley of death. Pluto retrograde, it's like this. We now have two doomsday planet moving retrograde in the serious sign of Capricorn. So you better take this serious, this time of going within, finding what's inside of you, staying with it, see it where it wants to take you, not being in resistance. Many of you will have this time of thinking like, okay, I give up. There's never going to be better. It's always going to be like this. and that is die before you die. So just welcome it, be okay with it, be okay with finding out what really hurts, and just, you know, let go and jump into that, because it's your doorway. It's your doorway to taking in more light, and in making like your inner space to a temple which can take in the whole of your soul. So it's just a clean out, so don't worry. Okay. Yes. Where were I? Okay, April 24, Venus moved from Taurus to Gemini, letting us know that spring is now here and love is in the air. April 30, we will have the full moon in Scorpio. It will be a sad, very calm full moon that will give you a chance to go within, heal, and have some retrospect. Do some retrospecting. For those of you who dare to dream during the new moons, this full moon can be the time when it all comes through. Full moons are this time. The time after full moon can be very tiring, because the time between new moon and full moon, you're full of activity, creating your dreams, and then you need to go into a little bit of a dormant state to rest and come to terms with yourself again, to start with the new dreams. So it's cyclic like this. So we might want to be on top all the time, but it's not possible. Sometimes we're on top, and sometimes we are down at the bottom. And when we are down at the bottom, that's when we pick up new things from the subconscious inside of us, and that's when we are not connecting with other people but with God within, and so it's a beautiful time. We want to always be productive, especially with so much happening in Capricorn. We want to be like these workhorses, but with these serious planets in Capricorn, this is not going to be possible anymore, because health can get in the way. Your own inside just saying stop, I won't do it anymore. It's like a wall. It comes like stop, and you won't be able to help yourself, and go with it, because it wants to help you. It wants to make you into the, like, invite the beautiful soul that you have to Earth, okay, and make Earth a more beautiful place. So just go with it, okay. And for the slow-moving planets, Jupiter is retrograde in Scorpio, Saturn and Pluto is moving retrograde in Capricorn, Neptune is in Pisces, and Uranus is in very late degrees of Aries. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching, and have a really nice day. I will start performing the videos for April now, but I will put up this video again in the beginning of April for the mid-April readings as well. So some of you will watch this early, and some of you will watch this a little bit later. Okay, take good care, and bye bye.